The man jolted awake to find himself in the middle of raging rapids. His companion's urgent shout snapped him into action, and he grabbed the paddle, rowing frantically. But even as both men paddled with desperate strength, trying to steer the raft toward shore, they were no match for the merciless current. A massive boulder loomed ahead. They threw themselves flat against the raft just in time. By some miracle, the raft held together and they survived the impact. But now they were trapped. The violent waters forced them to cling to the raft, unable to move. This couldn't go on forever. To save their lives, his companion made a desperate decision. Before the man could protest, his friend dove headfirst into the churning water. Against all odds, he fought through the current and made it to shore. He turned back immediately, ready to pull the man to safety. That's when everything went wrong. The raft, wedged against the rocks, suddenly split apart. The man plunged into the water, losing his only support. He fought to the surface, gasping for air, but the relentless current swept him downstream like a rag doll. He refused to give up. When the water slowed momentarily, he wrapped his arms around a rock, holding on with everything he had. After catching his breath, he made his move, scaling the steep cliff face until he collapsed on the hillside above. He'd cheated death, but at what cost? The river had carried him God knows how far from his companion. He called out desperately, but only the endless forest answered back. Alone now, he had no choice but to find his own way back. Soon he spotted tree stumps with fresh axe marks. Someone had been here recently. Hope surged through him as he shouted and ran forward, following the trail. But after what felt like hours, he hadn't seen a soul. Instead, he found 2 eggs on the ground. To a starving man, they were a godsend. He devoured them without hesitation. With food in his belly, his will to survive strengthened. Hours of trekking later, he discovered footprints in the dirt. His heart leaped. He shouted for help until his throat was raw, calling out for 30 minutes straight. Nothing. No response. Just as despair began to creep in, he noticed broken eggshells on the ground. A sick feeling washed over him. Slowly, he placed his foot over one of the prints. A perfect match. The crushing realization broke him. He'd been walking in circles, following his own tracks. He collapsed, overwhelmed by the hopelessness of it all.